Hi guys, Parm at Car Audio and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you are new to the channel or if you've just stumbled across us, please make sure you subscribe because I wouldn't want you to miss out on some awesome content. Today, we're going to be talking about a one-of-one special car. So, earlier on this week, Jagan dropped his Honda NSX off to us to be put on. That's it, you got it, air suspension. Now, Jagan's had this car for a couple of years. It is a Jap import and it's actually got a one-of-one custom-made wide body kit on it. And my God, is it wide. Now, the Sorcery GT body kit basically consists of front bumper, front arches, rear arches, and a bonnet. In addition to that, you've got some lovely canards on the front bumper, and then you've got the KS carbon-like wing on the rear, which is absolutely monstrous. It's massive. And then we've got the nice little diffuser at the bottom to finish it all off. Jagan's also added a titanium custom center exit exhaust, which sounds brutal. This car would have normally come with pop-up lights, so for those of you pop-up light fans, they are no more. He's also had fitted lights from the facelift NSX, which I think actually suits this particular car. Seriously, if I asked my kids to draw me a concept car, this is probably something that they'd come up with. This is absolutely brilliant. There's a custom big brake kit on the car as well by a company called Seeker. From what Jagan tells me, there's not many modifications done to the engine apart from the intake system, and it's got the Mugen cam cover on there as well. And then obviously to finish it off, there's a nice aero style fuel filler cap as well. Moving on to the interior, it's got a pair of Recaro SRD seats in it. It's also got a Momo race steering wheel as well, got a quick release boss kit. Honestly, this car, it looks like it's come straight out of a comic book. It is so iconic. You may have already seen it at a couple of shows last year. I know it was at Gravity show last year and he actually won an award as well. But Jagan, this is a lovely car and we've absolutely loved working on it. The big issue that Jagan's been having everywhere he goes is the height of the car. This is roughly the height that it came into us at. So he was static at this height, and to be honest with you, I don't know how he drove it. He even takes this car on the Nürburgring. So yeah, hat off to you, my man. I'm not sure I would have been able to do that. One thing that this car was desperately screaming out for was air suspension. Now let's talk about the actual suspension installation itself. Although the car looks fairly complicated, they're actually pretty simple to work on. The old coilovers came off pretty easily. We installed some Odin air struts, which came with mini double bellow bags. The Odin struts, not only do they have threaded bodies on the actual shocks themselves, you have rebound adjustment front and rear as well, so you can really fine tune the ride if you like. The guys in the workshop didn't really report back any difficulties. It was pretty easy to do, to be fair, and we did actually get the car completed ahead of time. Stress-free installation, I would say. Let's check out the final look. So the ultimate end result, we now have plenty of lift to avoid any obstacles. We also have a drive height, which is your daily drive height. We also have set a motorway cruise height as well, which is there. And you also have your air out just there. Voila, happy days. Now, doesn't that look absolutely mental? So not only now does Jagan have that show-stopping stance, he's also able to get over a load of obstacles, which I know he was complaining about. On this particular vehicle, we've installed airlift 3P management, and we went with AirX struts, well actually the Odin variant of AirX struts, and I must say it's worked out really well. The car drives spot on, it looks absolutely brilliant. What can I say? This car's sick. 6AD have done a really good job of these wheels. 3-piece custom built for this vehicle, and they are the CV9s. Head on over to 680's website, check them out. They do a load of wheels, custom built. So you've obviously got polished lips and what looks like chrome powder coated centers, and they've been lacquered over as well. Looks real trick, and you've got the nice detailing with the gold hardware on there as well. So that looks pretty cool. This is just me being me. The only thing that's bugging me is on full air out, the back of the sill is touching the floor, and there's a little bit more of a gap on the front here. And I think the reason why that is because these cars normally come with a smaller wheel on the front. So typically this would have come from factory, would have come with a 16-inch on the front and a 17-inch on the rear. So when you're going upper size, you would normally go 17 front, 18 rear, but Jaeger's gone 18s all round. So I think that's what explains that higher gap at the front. I'm pretty confident if there was a 17-inch wheel on the front, the splitter may be just laying on the floor. But other than that, I think the car looks super cool. You're definitely not going to see another one like this. Like I said, it is a one of one. And just walking around the car itself, it's so clean. Engine is all standard. I can see it's got an intake kit on it, and there's a few trick LED lighting in the engine bay, which looks quite nice because it's got a glass lid on it. So that must look really nice at night. The rear wing, yes, happy days. Not a massive fan of big wings, but it actually suits this car, and it's absolutely in line with those monstrous wide arches on the rear. Although this car is mid-engined, you'd think that there's a frunk, but there isn't, because you've got all the cooling fans, you've got the battery, and there's a few other components in the front of the vehicle, so we couldn't mount any of the air ride components in that. The car in the boot doesn't have a wheel well, so we couldn't hide everything, and on top of that, Jaeger wanted to keep the access open to his toolkit, and he wanted to keep space for a few bags as well. So here's what we've done in the boot. Manifold's all tucked away behind here. We've covered it up as well, so none of the airlines ever get snagged or knocked out of place. And then we've gone with a black seamless tank, and the compressor's mounted just behind it, all just with a cover around it, just protecting it from when Jaeger loads his boot up. But yeah, other than that, oh, and he's still got access to his toolkit as well, which is quite snazzy, and that's got everything he needs in there. We love one of ones, and yeah, super happy with this, and the car drives spot on. No more issues for Jaeger. He can sit low, he can drive high, and he can go even higher to get over any obstacles. But yeah, I'll throw up Jaeger's Instagram handle at the bottom here. Please go give him a follow. And if you do see this car at a show, please check it out. It's absolutely bonkers. I absolutely love the car. Let us know in the comments what you think about Jaeger's NSX. But for now, it's Friday evening. It's customer collection day, so he should be here shortly to pick his car up. I'm going home. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.